fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to Transport Fever is Fantastic. Today I'm going to be telling you some reasons why I think this game is really good. Now, not only do I think there's some good points to it, but I think there's some bad points as well, but I've made a separate video about that, so you can check it out, link in the description and in the credits at the end. But for now, we're going to go through some of my favourite bits about this game. First up, it's cargo distribution, and I think this is a really good aspect to the game. If you go to any station, it has a catchment area of the buildings and properties around it, which people it can service. Not only that, do they then go from station to station. You can see them here between this bus station and this train station, crossing the road and actually doing their own transferring. And the distribution means that if you look at where people want to go, they actually link themselves to a particular line or service. You can't just have, say, 100 people at a station, get a train there and take them anywhere. Oh no, they decide what line they want to go to based on where that line is going and the need for them to go places. So that is a really good feature in the game. In my book, Transport Fever also scores points for having fantastic vehicle animations. The smoke here is quite good, and you can see all the mechanical linkages on this particular train that we're looking at now. It may not be completely accurate to the real life model, but it is pretty damn good. And if we look at aircraft, there's parts on the aircraft that move and spin as well. Things like the engines go around, and as well when the vehicle is banking, there's components on it which you can see bend and twist as necessary. You can see here that the flap on the right hand side of the vehicle is lifted. If we continue the game, you can see that the vehicle moves, the flap goes down, and I think that is all very good detail. I think another good point about this game is the user interface. It is very straightforward and well done. You'd expect to see something like a cog for settings. You've got an old-fashioned floppy disk for save game with tooltips, a little kind of musical note. That's obviously the music player, the power button denoting the way that you can turn off the game. There's very simple, easy to understand controls and buttons here. Information, pictures, it's very simply laid out, very nice and neat, and you can quite easily move through the different things and get exactly what you need very simply. It's not overcomplicated, and it's nicely laid out with good images, good pictures, and not too intrusive. I love the user interface on this game. Next up is the building tools, and I really do like these. They are very free flowing. You can pull them and bend them and shape them in pretty much any way that you want to, and the fact that they then stick to each other and kind of snap in a way which does work, unlike a lot of other games, is really quite good. The fact that it then connects and puts through junctions exactly how you might think it should do is really nice as well. Not only does it then display things, information like train speeds and so on, but the way that it does land removals and crossings all works really well as well. The fact that you then can tweak the roads and rails to then move up and down is really nice, which means you can then force it to go around and do exactly what you want. You can build a great big skyscraping bypass. Okay, yes, that is a stupid one to do, but if we lower it down just a touch, there we go, we can probably bring it down to about here, grab this middle bit there, and look at that. That is an elegant piece of road going up on a bridge over the hillside and back down here. A very nice piece of road and a very nice way of building. I like it, and I think the building tools are really good in this game. Next up it's the music, something that I really do like about this game. In many games I turn the music off, not necessarily because it's bad, because it just doesn't seem to fit, it doesn't seem to have a purpose. Well, this one is probably in that same category. It doesn't have a purpose. The game music doesn't change when you're in different areas, it doesn't change with vehicle uses, or does it emanate from a music source within the game. However, for this type of top-down game, that doesn't seem to matter too much, and the style and the jolliness and the really kind of upbeat music that they've chosen, I think is absolutely fantastic for this game. And almost lastly, but certainly not leastly, it is the graphics. I am really impressed with the graphics in Transport Fever. They are overall very good, with a few small minor bits of detail missing, but the inner city scenes and the countryside views are quite good indeed. I'm very impressed, and I really do think this is a fantastic asset to a game which I think is primarily about gameplay, so it's a very nice bonus indeed. And top of the charts for things that I like in this game is its difficulty. I am definitely not a person who likes an easy game. But with Transport Fever, I like the fact that you can't just put anything anywhere and expect it to work. You have to make sure that your stations and depots are connected in places and parts of the town that are going to actually use and require your services, and a busy service is important for a profitable one. Even on easy mode, you still have to think about what you're doing, and you have to make sure that your vehicles are up to date and that you are then getting those vehicles to where they need to be in the fastest time possible in order to pull that profit in. Although by no means the most difficult game in the world, it is very important to me that they have got this balance right, and I think with my first playthrough I only just managed to survive by reading tutorials and getting help from people, so I think that is really where it should be. I'm looking forward to cranking up the difficulty and seeing if I can then crack this game at a higher level. And for me, this challenge, along with the rewards that it brings, is one of the really important things about many games, and for me it takes the top spot for being smack on in this game. So there we have it. They're all the points about this game which I really like. What did you think to my list? Do you think I missed anything out? Leave your thoughts and ideas down in the comments section below. I'm really interested to know what you guys think as well. Also remember that I think there are some bad points to this game, and also I have a conclusion video, so to check out either of them there is a link in the description, and also you can check out the link in the credits coming up. Well, thank you very much for watching. I've been Master Hellish. This has been what I like about Transport Fever and why I think it's fantastic, and until I see you next time, goodbye.